Cool. So we'll start off with a nice intro, I guess. If you're watching this, thanks for taking the time to take a look. If you're watching, I've submitted it to one of your marathons, and I hope to be able to get in to showcase this game. This game is very weird. It is a Japan-only game made by Taito. You'll probably know Taito from a lot better games. None that I can name off the top of my head, but they do better games than this. This game is a weird sort of mishmash of genres and story, as much as I understand it, at least. But we're going to be playing through all the stages. Unfortunately, none of the cutscenes are going to play, or at least if you do see them, they'll be pretty short, so apologies for that. The game is pretty long with them. We have 21 stages to go through. We're fighting bugs. We're playing as 5 androids, yeah. Well, let's see if we can't get it underway. So I'll start my timer. Cool. So this is the commentated run of Combat Queen, submitted for your approval. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. And I haven't started the timer, that's fine. Cool. So we're playing as 5 androids, as far as we're aware. We're going to be using, as you can see here, the charge shot. This level is pretty much just a precursor to tell you how to get into the game. The reason we use the charge shot, by the way, is because it has tracking bullets. You'll see them every now and again where they split off or come back or go around and attack more enemies that are on screen, like that one there. It also has quite a large range than it actually shows on the screen. But we're in Japan in 2000X, so a good couple of years ago, and we're fighting these bugs that have taken over Japan. They've reduced Tokyo to basically a ghost town at this point. The group of androids that we know the names for, at least, as we go through, we'll see them have varying end fates, I guess. But we have an awesome little pink jeep. The names of the people we're playing as are Takako, Reina, Kyoko, and Maki. And we're going to be using our jeep for the first few levels to make our way through Tokyo, trying to find survivors, pretty much. So you'll see there at the top, we have a blue bar and a pink bar. The blue bar is our ammo, as you can see as it going down by us using the charge shots. Pink bar is our health. The game has an interesting mechanic in that you can swap between the two. So you can exchange health for ammo and ammo for health if you're low in either one of them. Which we will be doing in a few levels, because a few levels are pretty tight using the charge shot as much as we are. So, again, we're basically just making our way through the game. Kind of as intended. There's not much in the way of speed strats, unfortunately. It's more kind of the uniqueness of the game, which is quite fun to see. We're going to try and keep charge shot for as many enemies that are on screen as once, if we can. Just because if it kills more than one, it's a better use of the ammo. But we'll proceed through a few different areas. My scaler is having a few issues at the moment, but that's fine. It's not going to affect the actual game. The game doesn't have these lines. But this particular area of the game, on this particular mode, we can use either the analog stick or the D-pad to fire. For the moment, we're using the D-pad because it actually offers a bit more control. It makes it a bit easier to keep the cursor on things. So we've hit our first area where we're out of ammo. We're almost at the end, actually, so it's not too much of a worry. There we go. Coming up soon. That's it. Cool. So you'll see those scores we get at the end. The scores give us these little orbs, which are health. And ammo refills. We don't really care about them because we choose level. We go through the level select mode. It gives us a full heal at the beginning of every stage that we load into, which is key on a couple of them. Just simply because of the resource usage, you don't often get a high enough score to get a full refill, and it makes sense to really make use of it while we can. So again, we're just going to try and aim for the ones that are coming at us, or will be coming at us. Obviously, the quicker we can clear them off the screen, the quicker the levels progress, because it spawns the next wave and the next cutscene. So rather weirdly, we only ever actually see 4 of the women, I believe. Even though there are 5 on the cover. Not sure if it counts as being one of them. I don't think it does. So again, we're going to swap some health in a second. If the level or our health gets low, but thankfully we end the level, and we're unlocking movies as we go through. It's one of the nice things about the game is that it unlocks a load of backstage sort of videos of the actors in moments outside of the shoot. So here, as you can see there, we've unlocked onto level 4. They're going bowling, you know, like Nico. But it basically shows a nice little human side to the characters, who are all basically grab your idols. Some are still active. Some of them don't really have much going about for them. But we're going to be doing a lot of... also, for anyone who gets disorientated very quickly, we're going to be doing a lot of barrel rolls in a second. So I apologize for that. Our character likes doing some showy moves. Unfortunately, it's very, very terrible to look at. Again, there you see one of the charge shots is just tracking that particular enemy off screen. And again, having quite a bigger range than it shows on the screen. So here we go, barrel roll time. Again, we're going to try and just keep our charge shot going through this. Not sure why we do so many. But, yeah. Again, tracking shots there, just following through, making it a bit easier to kill those hard-to-see enemies in the distance there. We're almost out of ammo, so we're going to swap some health over in a second if we need to. We're almost near the end of the level anyway, so it's probably not going to be too much of a worry. Actually, we didn't kill the red one there, but... So we're going to let these guys kill us. Oh, no, not, because there's more than I thought. That should be... it soon. Cool. But yeah, I'm not really sure where the 5th girl is. She's on the box. She's not mentioned in the intro. We only shown 4 of them. But I'm pretty sure we play as Kyoko throughout. Well, we play as quite a few of the different girls, I think, through the game, based on our sort of footage. But we're on to our first boss, which is a happy snake, and we're hopefully going to be able to stun lock him. Oh, we did that then. There we go. So, if you're lucky, you can stun lock him there. And keep him from firing at his annoying acid. And we're going to be seeing a few more of these weird little snake bosses throughout the game. They basically form more of the bigger bugs that you're used to kind of seeing, I guess, throughout real life. But we'll keep going. So we're going to be making our escape. Unfortunately, our boss has died. She got killed by the enemy there, and it's kind of sowed some kind of distrust among the girls because, well, the character that we were playing as wasn't able to shoot the boss, and it's because, unfortunately, the boss was standing in front of one of the girls, and the guns have a safety mechanism to stop them from firing on each other. But unfortunately, she doesn't know that at this point in the game, so she's a bit distrustful of the new leader. Yeah, this is an era of game that was really around on the PS2, where FMVs were kind of not at the forefront of gaming technology, so to speak, but people were still putting them in, especially in Japan. And we're gonna hopefully get through this level. So we're gonna give ourselves a bit more health, a bit more ammo. We're almost at the end, actually. We'll be turning around, or making a turn in a second. And when we hit that turn, we'll be fine, the level will be over. We're almost out of ammo again. Let's give ourselves a bit more. Hopefully we're going to be getting there soon. Yeah, we should be here now. So we're just going to let this warning go for a bit. There we go. Yeah, maybe indeed the fifth girl is the ones we made along the way. Now, we find out in the cutscenes that maybe one of the girls isn't kind of as she seems, in a sense that we kind of have, well, how to say, memories? So, unfortunately, the memories are kind of vague in the game, and we're coming on to the totally hardest level in the game. There's our amazing pink Jeep. You can see all the ruins in the background. We're going to be running here. See these two nice little warehouses here on the right. We're going to completely ignore that first one. Completely ignore the second one because there's a very special bit here. And that's it. That's the end of the stage. Stage 7, everyone. Pacifist run completed. We're going to be moving on. Basically, we find in this nice little industrial estate a hive full of babies, and, well, we can't have that. We can't have babies at all. So we're going to be making our way through more of these roaming sections. When it decides to load. Unfortunately, it has a lot to load. We're going to hopefully try and make our way as quickly as we can through these. So we kind of want to just ignore these as best we can. That's fine, we can use them. Cool. Try and jiggery poke them and go around here. Okay, so we're going to have to kill these guys. just because they're annoying. And we're going to keep running. Hopefully... No, okay, they've spawned really close again. Okay, game. You can die. Okay, we'll run around this side instead. Okay. So, we'll run around these guys. We've actually picked someone up, if you've noticed there, in that little tiny bit of a cutscene. Okay, we didn't make that one in time. We'll let this guy attack us, because he's fine. And we're going to run around here. Okay, these have spawned in. We might need to shave some health here. Okay, we should be fine. Okay, cool. We're fine. We're fine. Basically, we didn't do it quick enough, but yeah. You can run past all of those guys. Normally. Normally, at least. That is the key. We're going to save. We've killed enough of them to respawn a lot of our health, but we're going to go on. We're on to our next boss here. Unfortunately, our good friend, the leather-jacketed man, doesn't... Well, he's yeah. He's a pretty cool guy, not gonna lie. There's gonna be some babies that spawn here, some little aliens we want to just run past. We don't care too much, I guess. Okay. Again, bad RNG there. So this guy, unfortunately, dies to this boss. Cool, we got 3 hits. So this is where we learn that the true power of the spread gun is the spread gun we made along the way. Because this guy pops into the corners and basically just becomes an absolute pain to hit using the normal method. So he's only got 21 health, so we're going to actually just give ourselves a bit more health here, because he can kill us very well. And we don't want to die in this level. He's going to appear here on the right, or on the left even, sorry. The next shot will kill him. There we go. Say goodbye to Bug Person. RNG is being a bit brutal to us today, but that's fine. All good in the hood. So again, we move on. We basically find that after this guy, there are a lot of babies, and we need to kill them all. Again, we find out the spread gun is pretty OP at this point. The charge shot even. Keep calling it the spread gun. It's not really a spread gun, I guess. But we're progressing through. So our end goal is to obviously save, you know, the planet, I guess. So we can kind of like trigger these guys to spawn by shooting the cocoons. And it doesn't matter too much if they do a bit of damage to us, because realistically they're not going to do enough to do any damage really over time. But that is yeah, that's just killing all of those guys. All the little aliens. So obviously we found like a sincere hive of where all these guys are now. So what we begin to do now is figure out that we need to plant bombs. And, well, yeah, planting bombs is a good idea. Very good idea. So we move on. Now we're escaping. We've planted the bombs. And we're waiting for them to explode. So, whilst we're waiting for them to explode, we don't want to be attacked by anything. Again, we're in a section where there's lots of charge shots that we need to do, but they also want to interrupt our attacks. Again, this is just kind of preventing them from attacking us. It's a heavily scripted moment. We shouldn't be too far off of this. This should be okay. But we're being chased by the swarm that we've kind of like annoyed by planting all of these bombs. Using our awesome driving skills here, and our driver, I believe it is Mackie that's driving us here. We're going to make our great escape. So we're getting close on ammo, but you see the numbers of aliens that are here are depleting. So again, we can pretty much just not worry too much here. Because we can just keep shooting the middle. And that's them. The only area where we can just keep shooting the middle of the enemy swarm. Because all of the enemies spawn there and come at us. But away we go. We got away in our Jeep. Got away in our pink Jeep of amazingness. So, welcome to level 12 now. We're slowly moving on to it. Level 12 is the very toughest of levels. Not because it's a tough set of enemies or anything. Oh, no, no, no. Not in the slightest. It is just designed pretty poorly with a specific area in the level. But the reason... So basically this level begins... We've blown up what we believe to be a hive of aliens. Using the little trackers on our arms, we see something moving about. We're not sure where it is. So... We're not sure where it is, so we're basically going to go check it out. Okay, brilliant. We got through. Come on, get out of there. We're going to get through him. And we're going to let these two attack us. And hopefully get through them. Brilliant, we did. And then we're going to run through these guys as well. We're coming up to the area where we need to worry about things. Where we worry about the platforming, which is this little area here. And hopefully we're going to get through it. So you'll see me step here going through, because this particular area right here and right here is very painful. So this particular area here specifically. So you'll see that we're walking across absolutely fine. If the game decides you die, you die. There's no two ways about it, pretty much. So we kill those guys. You see these three bugs over here. We're going to step here as well, because again, this particular area is pretty painful, but we're going to run from here. And we're going to hopefully get past these guys. Yes, there we go. And we get onto the boss now. And we're going to be in a tunnel with it. Thankfully, we got through that particular area okay. We need to shoot this boss about 160 times. And we're going to be in a tunnel with it. And we're going to start off with it chasing us. So we need to basically cheese the hell out of there. And we're going to go into this little nook here. And the reason for this particular action is just because it is a safe spot. We're going to get some shots off on the boss. And when we see it come back in, which you'll hopefully see in a second, there it is, we're just going to shoot again. So we got 214, that's not too bad. And there's a little spot over here that we can go into as well. Now, unfortunately, it's not a safe spot. You'll see us get run over in a second. But that's fine, we've got plenty of health. And we've got a safe spot. Which we're going to use again, and he's going to come back pretty quickly. Hopefully. There we go. So we're going to get our aim set on him as soon as he appears. And unfortunately, we didn't get him quite as easily. But we're going to shoot down there and hopefully... Well, we'll go back into our little corner. He's taking a bit more damage than... There he is. So we're just going to shoot again. And that's good old Panzer Snail. He just explodes because... Why not? Why not? Why don't things just explode for no reason? But yeah, in my casual playthrough of this game, this level was the toughest one. Not least because of the little platform section that we saw. But also because of once you get through that particular area, you've then got to fight the boss. There's no intermission. All the other stages, you get a full heal between the boss and the rest of the stage. So you can get to that point and not have enough ammo. Which is shocking, to be honest. Absolutely shocking in a game. And jank. That's the most jank level. But we're back here now. We're basically searching for survivors in the school. What I like to think is a school anyway. A very run-down school. Somewhere in Tokyo. But we're going to use our brilliant charge shot again. But we're slowly making our way through. Some more enemies spawning here. The red enemies, much like in Time Crisis, take more hits. They're slightly more powerful versions of the bugs that we meet along the way. But you see there, that little van, we're going to be going there in a second. In fact, we can actually shoot that off because we're going to be... Oh yeah, we want to actually, like, attack that guy. There we go. Kill those two. Brilliant. So we find a survivor of all things. Dun 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 dun. And now we need to keep them safe because, well, that's what we do. We're the saviors. But again, going out just because we can get a full heal for the next couple of levels, and these levels are slowly getting more and more difficult with the amount of enemies we're fighting as well as ammo conservation. It's going to be kind of key to play this a bit better. Also, hello to the next boss. Much like one of the bosses that's going to be earlier on, we can kind of stagger him. That's going to be kind of key, because he's going to come and stand in front of us in a second. And we'll know we've beaten him because we won't be able to do any more damage to him. There we go. 115 shots. 115 stab wounds. Again, we've unlocked the movie. Basically, we're good going if we unlock the movie. The only stage we haven't done that on, because I overwrote my save like a crazy person, is at stage 12. Mainly because it doesn't make sense to... Oh, we'll save anyway. It doesn't make sense to kill everything when you need all your ammo for the end. Especially with the aiming on this. But we're going to go through and we're going to try and keep our ammo as much as we can for as many things that are on the screen at once on this particular stage. Just because it is very key, this stage in particular, that we conserve as much ammo as we can. It gets even worse later on, but hopefully we'll be fine. Like I say, we can always swap out health for ammo. You know, who needs health? We're not gonna die. Hopefully. There we go. We wait for that second one to appear there just because, again, try and kill as many things are on the screen at once. And also because the charge shot has quite a wide range. You can see the bullets there, but the actual acceptable range of it is far more reaching. Not least because the bullets track. So we're going to be swapping some health out in a second. Look at the anti-grav bug part, by the way, there. Again, waiting for as many things on screen as we can. But again, not everything's out to kill us, surprisingly. It may look it, but not everything wants to actually come and do damage to us. So we're going to swap some health over. Quite a bit. I'm pretty safe here. Again, we're going to let that go onto screen with other enemies and get as close as we can with the red ones because they take a few more shots than normal enemies. And that should be the end of the level. GG, level 15. Unlock movie get. So again, I've mentioned before, but all the movies we're unlocking are basically behind the scenes movies of the actresses in the game doing what I'd like to say is team building exercises. So they go to movies, they go to the bowling alley, and they go to an amusement park. But we're on to another boss here. There's a bit of a break between before we get to it. And again, we find out that charge shot is pretty OP. These enemies we don't really care too much about unless they're like coming at us. Okay, we're going to charge our shot here. And we've hit him there, so that's fine. You'll see him die. And he explodes because, of course, they do. And we do our little cool little look at us. We get full heal here, but we're going to go back to the main menu again. And we're going to cancel. We're going to go on to stage 17. We're almost we're over 2/3 of the way through the game at this point. There's only 4 stages left. And this is one of these stages where we need to really be efficient with our ammo count. And kill as many things as we can on screen. Take a bit of a beating every now and again if we can. Because there are 800 and this is a level where we score 800. And it's pretty tough to make sure we don't run out. Again, trying to get as many on screen at once as we can. Didn't do that well there. Oh yeah, that's a friend we've unlocked. He's not the guy from the van. The guy from the van is downstairs. He was the guy that was getting bullied by a gang of thugs who have, unfortunately, the reason why we're not driving, they've set fire to our Jeep. And we're going to need some ammo in a second, so we're going to get this one across, and we're going to give ourselves some health. We're going to split it halfway. Again, charge shot is pretty OP. So we're actually pretty close to the end here, actually. We might actually be at the end. Oop, have I? Yep, there we go. We were right at the end when I paused the game then. Thankfully, the game is nice enough to let us actually finish the level and not get stuck in the pause menu. We get full heal again. We're going to go out. Oop, we should have split there. That's fine. Now we need to escort our little girl that we found. We saw her at the top of the stairs in the previous level. Again, someone that's being bullied by the group of thugs. And again, we can't actually shoot. So you see there, it gives us a warning. We can't actually shoot where our enemies, our friends are. We're just going to keep our eye on this. We don't really care too much if they're not coming at us. Again, if they're not doing damage to us. Okay, so we're moving on. Again, using the D-pad, because the game is very jank with the analog stick. We're just going to use our charge shot going down though, because A, it clears things out a bit quicker. And B, it makes things a bit easier. So we're going to have that little guy just appear and slide in, like the cool buggy he is. Don't really care again about killing as many of these, because this is a kind of a set area. But now we're at the bottom. This guy doesn't want to shoot anyone. We're just going to fire off into these directions here to basically kill these enemies as they appear. This red bug is annoying, so we're going to wait till he appears really close and then take him out. And this is actually going to be it. There we go. Girl is saved! Oh yeah, we want to skip this. Apparently that was a gold split somehow. Not quite sure how. But I'll take it. Yeah, we move on. And we find out that this game is pretty much an Alien ripoff. Because unfortunately the girl isn't all that they seem. So unfortunately, she dies there. She blows herself up on the rooftop. So there's two of us left. Or three, I guess. And welcome to the only unskippable cutscene. And a hero guy is going to do something very stupid. Don't ever do this if you're up against an alien. Ah, yes, the bat. Yes. You're going to do it, try and be silent. But welcome to Silver Enemy of the same red type that we fought before. Again, we can kind of like stagger him. We just want to track him as we go. And that's him dead. It's very close. He does quite a lot of damage. I think he kills you. I've not actually like had him hit me, I guess. Oh yeah, he dies. Oh, what a shame. Guy who we met 10 minutes ago in a van. But they're at the amusement park now. But yeah, there's a few of us left, and we're making our way towards the alien base. We know where it is now. But we're going to go across to the alien base, and to do that, we're going to go through the forest. The forest is very, very annoying. It's a very annoying level. We're driving there. We're in the forest. There's 3 of us, actually. Because we have all of these cutscenes. We're going to use our spread shot as much as we can again. Mainly because it's very tough to see any of the enemies here. Like, even in the best of times. It's very tough to catch him very first time as well. But we're going to do our best to kill everything here. Most of the ones that we want to attack are just going to come straight at us, so we can kind of leave our gun in the middle and just shoot away, because they will eventually come into our attack range. And that should be it. God damn, that's a tough level. But final boss time. You don't see, but we found the base. We make our way into the base. We plant all of our bombs. Unfortunately, one of our team members gets taken away by the final boss into their lair, and we have to go and save them. And that's what we do. That's what heroes do. You know, we can't leave one behind. Unfortunately, it doesn't end well for her. She gets turned into a living, kind of like, well, a kind of extension of the alien. But we're going to be trying our best to not get hit here, because it's a very awkward boss. And that very first move is very tough. We need to hit this guy 300 times. And we're going to basically move around a bit as much as we can. Because he will fire those red orbs at us, and we don't want that to hit us if we can avoid it. So we're going to move every couple of shots. Okay, so he's going to fire a red orb at us. We're going to pick up that, though. These green orbs are very, very painful to hit, because they're 2D on a 3D plane. Okay, we ran into that apparently, so that's fine. Again, it's we'll grab that. We'll run away. Those red orbs do quite a bit of damage. Halfway there. And he's going to stick out another arm in a second. We're going to just avoid that. Oh, red orbs, red orbs. We don't want them. We do not want them at all. Again, we're going to try and get, if we can. Nope. Going to run away. Okay, we ran into that. That's fine. We ran into that as well. Okay. Not too fussed here if we get hit, because we should be able to get most of these shots off. And it'll be quicker than... There we go. Alien boss is down. Look how cool we are, but it's not over yet. We actually have to kill kind of like the mother brain or the alien penis. And we do that there, and that is... time. So yeah, we kill the alien, we kill the alien's brain, which looks like a alien penis. It's pretty weird. This is Combat Queen. Thanks for letting me show it off if you've accepted it into your marathon. There's only 2 of us left now in Combat Queens. But, yeah. Sad ending. There's no better ending. Very 90s TV show vibe game. So the people that survive are Reina and Kyoko, I believe. But we get a new Jeep. We get a blue Jeep. We find a blue Jeep. I'm not sure where we find the blue Jeep, but we find a blue Jeep. In fact, no, it is Kyoko and maybe Maki that survive. What? Nope, Ryoko and Kyoko. Ryoko is not a person we know about. But yeah, we get a blue Jeep, and that's the end of the game. She's basically, from what I understand, she's telling her to be suspicious of Kyoko here. But yeah, game is done. And we skip. Basically, they go live in a happy ever after situation. You've hosted just at the perfect time, Git, because I've just finished the commentated run. Ha ha ha. Ha ha